Well, here we go. That is going to be the second round of matches coming up. Henry, you're looking fabulous.
I feel fabulous. I'm next to you, Anders. Counter-Strike is in the air. We're in Miami. Could life be any better than it is right now?
I really doubt it. I can't see how. I think we've almost peaked already. A little bit, it's only
call
day
it now.
one.
Just
call it now.
Just say, you know what? We've all had fun. We've had a great game with CS.
Yeah.
One map will do. That's the end.
That's it.
I think that's the best way to operate. But it won't be. We're going to continue, I think. It is going to be now Cloud9 Liquid.
Yes.
A North American derby. Now, Liquid just beat FaZe 16-5. Cloud9 have been a team maybe a week with this current roster. They brought in Vice. They brought in Cajun B.
Yes.
What do you think about that current trade? It feels like they're kind of plugging holes as usual in the Cloud9 camp, which has been the storyline for the last year or so, maybe a little bit more since winning the major.
Yeah, like they got over the finish line to win that major, and then all of the wheels came right off the cart. Just the whole thing exploded.
Yep.
Lots of civilian casualties. It's really just, it's really weird.
It's a strange one. What do you think about Cajun joining the roster, though? Like, he's an established player. He's a veteran of the game. He's not necessarily the most exciting pickup for a team like this, though, I would say. I'm not sure.
I feel like I have a long-standing annoyance with the Cajun because I just think he's actually a lot better than he's letting on. I feel like he's sort of one of those players that's been sort of lacking a bit of motivation. I don't know if being in America and playing with the rest of the guys here is what's gonna do it, but I would just love to see the just even the 90% version of Cajun would be enough for me actually. I think he's a very smart player, but I feel like you don't always get to see just quite enough out of him, but maybe this could be it. I think Liquid are obviously the favorites in this one, but the big question is, Cloud9 just might be so unpredictable in a best of one that it could be enough.
We'll see. It's going to be a B-side attack here. 2 towards short, 2 towards Monster. Flashbang from the rear. Electronic? Not him. We just had him. It's going to be Golden deploying the utilities. A boost there of Stewie2K. And he'll be pushed back. And it's full B-site control now for Cloud9. So the bomb will be planted. They've got a 5-on-5 retake in their favor. This is looking quite good.
Yeah, they bought the bomb site for what one flashbang and a smoke? That's a minimal amount of investment to get the bomb down. Not even lose anybody. It's a 5-on-5 retake coming in for Team Liquid. That probably is not going to be easy at all. 3 of them running in from the same side. A really long-range shot. Twist following up. Great follow headshot. And another one coming in. 3 in a row for Twist, and he is still alive. Stewie going to help out, and Twist is finally gone. But now it's Golden trying to keep it. That's one great shot. Almost followed up, and Golden going to be able to save the round with 6 health left.
That's quite impressive. It's Golden's comeback here, and he delivers in the pistol round. He's been out of the team for around 6 months or so due to health reasons. He comes back, and he lights it up. That is fantastic. Just what Cloud9 needed. It looked like a round which Liquid had in the bag. Sure, it was a 5-on-5 retake, but they were happy with that. They hit all the shots required. It comes down to the 2 versus 1, and the in-game leader steps up. Cloud9 have the lead for now, as we'll have a force buy coming from Team Liquid now. This is a bit of a calling card from Liquid. They're very good on this map. More than happy to operate with just scouts and deagles. Elijah is usually the scout user, which is a little bit odd considering he's not the sniper of the squad, but he's very effective with that particular weapon. So, Cajun B caught daydreaming almost there. It seemed like he was trying to get on towards the pallets and the ladder, and he was pushed, and that's a hit from Elijah as well. Golden goes under 32. This is not looking good for the Cloud9 boys at all.
And if you're Cajun, you don't want to be caught in that position, right? Because you actually can't get away, and you can't really climb up the ladder as they're trying to see if they can sort of hunt you down. So, not exactly sure what that was, but the follow-up tag with the scout there on Golden definitely makes it a bit more of a serious matter. Team Liquid can't really afford to let them back in to the game this early on. You're right, Henry.
I just turned our PC off. I've pretty much broken the entire operation we've got going on here. But it looks like everything's fine. On this side of the equation, the CTs will be a 4 versus 2. Golden automatic now. Remember, they won the pistol. They're going to have to go above and beyond here. Automatic flashed in toward the bank area. And so far, so good for the CTs. Great grenade, though. And now back on their feet. Cloud9 fighting back into the round. Automatic left in a 2 versus 1. He has the Mac 10 in hand. A couple of flashes as well. Remember, no kits, of course. They know exactly where he is. And now it's just a matter of holding him at bay. That hasn't worked out. Defuse still coming in. 4 seconds remain inside the smoke. Gonna have to go for the full spray here. It works out, and Automatic wins the round. It looked like they were out of it. They were done for a 4 versus 2. Automatic and Golden step up.
Talking about this Cloud9 roster and how it's sort of all been playing out and how strange it's been, and I don't really blame them for trying to sort of find a way out, but there is a point at which you sort of feel like it's a crime almost, like maybe against humanity that that automatic is stuck in this, in this weird position, isn't it?
Well, they needed a bit of luck to win this game. I'll say that much. And the fact that
Yes.
it's come down to 2 versus 1 twice now, they've managed to win both of those rounds is sensational. You see Nitro 1 second away from that defuse. He thought he had it, but wasn't quite enough.
He almost tried to drag his face off.
Yeah, he's struggling with some sunburn. Trust me, I respect it. I've been burdened with that issue in my life many, many times, and I saw him just before the game went live. And I was like, respect, bro. You gotta. It looks like a struggle you got going on right now. But they have force ball again. Just to know that Liquid feeling like they did so much damage before that. We'll see if this works out for them. They're going to have 1 AUG in the hands of Nitro, CZs, UMPs, and in a best of 1. This is a bold move, considering you're the favorite as well. This could cost you a lot of rounds. You could go down 5-0 at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely want to be very careful, even if you do feel like you have, and maybe rightly so, a lot of confidence going into this game. We've all seen how weird best of 1s can turn out. Now, Elige, I think, is sneaking in through connector, and doesn't look like Vice is going to be exactly hearing him. No, he's quite up the ladder as well, so quite a bit of a flanking maneuver going on. If Elige actually makes this work with a UMP of all weapons, I mean, not really the ideal for backstabbing a whole team, but 1 kill could be enough, especially if it's happening in the middle of the execution. You can see they've actually got the grenades primed, so they're getting ready to set it up. If Elige gets the kill right as they throw them, already a couple of them out, and they've turned, but it doesn't matter. Vice still going to be going down, and the T's, they've already thrown all their grenades, so this is a little bit weird. Yeah, they're going to keep pushing in spite of the fact that they know that they're getting flanked. That's a great play from Elige. Nitro there to pick up a kill as well. Good follow-up as I think Rush was completely flashed. Couldn't see anything. 2 on 3 now. Trying to see if they get that bomb down in 10 seconds. They need to be really quick about it here, and it's not going to happen. That's Twist closing out the round with a double deagle.
Can't argue with that. The force spy comes out again. We said it was an audacious maneuver, but one that works out fantastically for Liquid there. They knew they had Cloud9 on the ropes. I feel like it was a justified investment. They know Cloud9 are not necessarily going to be fully controlling the situation. Remember, this team's been together, what, like a couple of days at most in terms of their practice. Nitro, the 1 rifle, absolutely lights them up there. Twist finished things off with a deagle. Great work. Bomb denial comes through, and I'm sure we're going to see a force buy in response now from the Cloud9 boys. They want to answer back straight away and see if they can shut down the aggression. We'll see. It's going to be 1 AK, deagles, CZs, and a little bit of basic utility in Elige. He doesn't care whatsoever. He's got himself right into the playground at the start of the round.
Yeah, what a wild thing to be doing already. Flashbang doesn't really do that much to him. Did he hear that, or did he see it under the fence? I'm not really sure, but regardless, just chewing up. Oh, that's a nice push from Golden. It didn't look like Elige should have probably had that one, but Nitro does not want to stick around, so that would have been worth it. I mean, a fair bit of damage. Vice. Oh, timing for Stewie. Might have felt like he's checked that corner, or at least has it under control, so if Vice is very patient, who knows what's going to happen. This is hard to predict how that's going to play out. Ticking past the minute mark, still 2 on A and 2 on B, and Liquid probably feel like they don't have to risk a lot to figure out what's going on here.
I think you might be right. Automatic has the long control. They now have a second rifle to their setup. That's Cajun B with the AUG. We're looking to see some big things from him. It's been a while since he lit up the scoreboard. Looking to revitalize himself in this Cloud9 roster. Hey, smokes come through. Pretty standard stuff so far. I like that position from Nitro. So overlooked, especially being baited in by the likes of Naf. Mac 10 at that range as well is going to be absolutely sublime. We'll see if they can make it work. As we get to the 25-second mark, Cloud9 have to fully commit. Naf taking the attention away, but it's not good enough. This could compromise the entire round, and indeed it does. Up to Stewie 2K now needs to deliver here. And the bomb sometimes actually doesn't go down. It actually denies everything. 3 versus 1, but Twist can win this.
Yeah, because of the bomb. Now he's going to go for it again, but Automatic is there. He had that 1 AK at the beginning, 19 health, and a straight headshot to Twist, and they somehow win it. Automatic with 7 and 2. Golden 7 at 3 early on. They're doing a little bit of work on here, Henry. This is exciting to see.
It absolutely is. It's always good to see the underdog, especially in these derbies as well. There's a lot on the line here. It's always a little bit different. The teams know each other inside out. They've played with each other so much. And the fact that Cloud9 have answered back with that fantastic round there, they've got a 3-1 lead, and they've actually won the war of attrition here as well. There's only pistols available, no armor. This is a full eco from Liquid. They will be tested now. This game could go the full distance. And remember, Liquid just beat FaZe 16-5. They blew them out of the water. And for now, just a boost. And we talked about this earlier in the Na'Vi game. You asked me, what can you really do on the CT side and full ecos? these sort of B stacks, trying to get a kill away.
Yes.
It's about as good as it gets. You're stacking the B bombs and hoping they sometimes will make a mistake. Some in-game leaders will call it B rush when they're on pistols. I don't like that at all. I hate it. And that, for this reason, you don't know what you could be running into.
Look how cool this is, though. I mean, this is fun, right? Normally, when people go for that triple boost, they just do it immediately with just, guessing. They're actually waiting to set it up, I think, in case Twist or Nitro see anyone. So then they're going to sort of do it a little bit late. That's a fun idea. I've actually never seen that before.
You're right. I haven't seen this approach either. Usually you just have the tower set up fully. Well, we're not going to see how cool it could be, unfortunately. They do dismantle. And
that's very sad.
Yeah, that's a little bit sad, but at least we know they've got it in their back pockets, and they are moving towards the correct bomb site. 5 players for Cloud9 making their way up long. Now, this is fine. It's not looking too scary for them. They'll execute, they'll smoke towards bank, CT steps, Molotov the truck. Pretty standard stuff coming through here. They should be winning this round, no problem. How clean can they make it?
Just a rain of grenades bombarding the bombs. I mean, it's very hard to do anything when you're defending with just pistols here. They can't really do anything to counter it. Vice is having an absolutely fantastic time spinning around with a MAC-10 and getting 3 kills and actually a 4th one raining in there. So, yeah, he's really loving life at the moment. He's been an exciting player, I feel like, Vice, since we've seen him appear onto the scene. So we'll see if he can continue. There's the ace with the MAC-10, Henry. I mean, that's a good little round for him.
Especially coming in as the new boy as well, getting an ace and early on in the game as well. He's just been signed from Rogue. And a player, I guess, has always gone under the radar. I've watched a lot of his games. He's very skilled, but he's not like a household name at all.
No, not yet.
Trying to find himself in the scene, and what a great platform to do it. Cloud9, one of the absolute biggest esports organizations in the world, wants to prove himself, and that will get him. This round won't go down in the history of the tournament, but it does set himself up nicely. He's kind of got the cobwebs off now. He's not going to feel nervous at all. He's already performed. He's got decent numbers at the top there, 7 and 3. But this is the round that really counts now. We're going to see round 6 come through. No orb on the CT side, but that's not a problem for a team like Liquid. They don't necessarily need the orb. They have got Naflight on the FAMAS. Only 1 AUG. We have had a slight price adjustment on that weapon now, so you should see that a little bit less frequently than last month, perhaps. Good default so far from Cloud9. They've got full kinetic control, and you can see a very tentative approach now from Liquid. Nice crossfire. It'll be Nitro protecting Elise from the party position, and vice versa. And it's Cajun making a little bit of noise there towards the middle. CTs will peek it and confirm no one there for now.
Set up grenade. That's going to land right in the face of Stewie. They wanted to go for a second one as well, which actually could have killed him if he had stuck around, but he went back around the pillar, and I think it ate most of the damage, but that's not a bad idea at all.
And one thing I will say about Cloud9, this tournament format, it actually helps them out somewhat.
Yes.
Because the fact they do the vetoes yesterday, and they only play, I think, about 3 maps. Overpass, I know, is one of them. Inferno's the second. I think they play Cash as well, with this roster, obviously. And the fact is best of 1, right up to the grand final, they can play the maps they want. They're going to play a map out of those 3 they're comfortable on. So it's not actually too scary for them overall. And a great start here. They actually have a chance of winning this. We'll see if Rush comes towards long. Absolutely not. The double setup there. He'll get punished, and that's a cue to head towards the B-bomb site.
3 people waiting. Pre-fire attempted. Vice still making it work somehow. The MAC-10 that leaves Napalon on the bomb site with a FAMAS. He's going to pick up 1 kill, but a great return. Golden really turning up in this game. Double kill for him to enter the bomb site now. Grenade going to be a couple of seconds late, and he wants to push for the smoke. That's so dangerous from the high ground. Nitro up there. He's going to combine with Elige. They need some sort of a flashbang to set up the entry into this. Otherwise, I don't think it's going to work out. There's the Molotov to try and buy a little bit of space, but that bomb is ticking away all the time, and they don't have a kit picked up right now. This isn't looking too good, Henry. I think they might just run out of time. Nitro jumping down to the low ground, and they're doing a great job. Cloud9 staying hidden. Elige finding 1, and automatic. He's going to have to get this one. Molotov, and he wanted to push it, and you could understand why.
So this will still be close. I think Cloud9 have got it. There it is. It comes down to the small details there. It was a difficult buy. We pointed that out at the start for Liquid there. They came in with bare bones utility, no defuse kits as well. Elige with 3 kills, and it's still not enough. Cloud9 5, Team Liquid 1. Do not adjust your sets. This is correct. Cloud9 with no practice, a new roster, have got Liquid on the ropes on the T side of Overpass. You wouldn't be that worried if they were on the CT side right now. The fact they're on the T side makes it very interesting indeed. This is considered a very tactical CT-sided map. It's difficult to operate on the T side in an effective manner if you haven't got the resources or the time to really practice. And Elige saves a weapon, but they still can't buy into this round. They're going to have to go 4 pistols here, a little bit of utility with a couple of smokes, and Elige knows he has to be super aggressive here to stand a chance in this round. He needs to funnel them towards the stack towards B. You can see they've got 4 players there. Elige by his own towards middle, just trying to show presence with the rifle and hopefully push them into this position.
Yeah, in the meantime, they're pushing on the B side to try and see if they could surprise Vice, who is waiting over here, and that just doesn't happen. He's played that position really well. I mean, if you're Team Liquid and you go into this match, there are no demos that you could look at for Cloud9,
Exactly.
right? There's nothing that you could do to prepare.
That classic statement in interviews, we're just going to play our own game.
Yeah.
That's all you really can do at this point. And if Cloud9 start being a little bit unpredictable and get some luck on their side of the clutches, they've got a very skilled lineup. They cannot be underestimated in terms of the individual performances they can have.
Now, I think actually the thing that's very hard to do if you're the sort of the expected winner of this one. Oh wow, that's a knockout.
Yep.
It's very hard to sort of unburden yourself from the expectation that you should be winning, right? Like,
I agree.
How do you do that, you know?
The fact is, well, there's always so much conversation about being the quote-unquote the best NA team, right? You
Yeah.
kind of solidify that. Nerves should be coming through, especially losing these tight rounds. And they are going to at least pull this one back. It's Elige with another 3-piece here. Automatic will have it all to do with 30 seconds remaining. So what's the play here? He has no bomb, and he's pushing towards the CT side of the bomb site. Past Graffiti. Now at the steps position, this could be a wonderful play. He's pretty much sacrificed the bomb at this point. He's going for glory, and it doesn't work out for him. Elige, with 1 rifle, manages to seal the deal in a fantastic manner there. What a great play, and that's something that's going to surely light the fire beneath Liquid now.
Yeah, I don't think they need much more than that, actually. I think that was Stewie as well, getting 1 P250 kill, and then I think he got the follow-up dink as well. So, maybe just the dink, I'm not sure. Yeah, so he got the assist on that one at the end for Elige. Just a great job.
Yeah.
That's a real surprise that they managed to turn that around. Now there's an AWP. They've got quite a bit of money to work with on that CT side. Elige pushing up aggressively. Tries to get that early shot, but not going to be able to. Golden actually just wanted to hunt him down. He's playing very aggressive. He's all the way pushed out. That actually caught them off guard. I'm shocked that Nitro got the shot anyway. That's a good adjustment. I don't think he was ready for Golden to be up that far.
Well, he nails it. Absolutely brilliant from Nitro. 5 versus 4. And it'll be the second kill from Fly as well. So 5 versus 3 now. The MAC-10 is out. 2 AKs, and they're just going to have to throw caution to the wind. Make their way towards the bomb site and hope an individual can step up here. Rush will be the one to do it. Automatic helps him out. Takes a bit of aggro away from the long position. Out he comes, but Fly ready and waiting. Great position. Takes him down. That should be a kill for him. It's not the prettiest, but the bomb goes down. He's at 90 HP. And Automatic at another 3 versus 1 here. But this time a bit more time to play with. And the bomb on its back.
Yeah, this is kind of doable, but he has to negotiate the first obstacle with the Twist, who is hiding at the center of the map. And I mean, if he makes any noise walking past here with the 40 seconds that's left, he's going to be heard, and that should pretty much cancel it out. I think actually the audio alone is probably going to be enough to change everything. So he's all the way back. He made noise, and Twist knew. He already knows, and he's going to call it into the rest of his team. He is definitely heading towards that B bomb site. So very hard to judge Automatic. I mean, if he walks the whole way, he's going to run out of time anyway. So he has to do something eventually. Running onto the bomb site, and everybody's waiting for him. Job well done. Good positional play for Twist in that position, I think. It's one of those things that'll never show up on the scoreboard, right? Like
Absolutely.
You'll never be able to see that actually just hearing it was enough to win the round.
There's so many details in Counter-Strike that we're not able to really break down in an effective manner. There's just levels of experience, and this is just great play. There's so much skill on the server right now. I'm really looking forward to see how this game pans out. The fact that Cloud9 had a good start as well bodes well for us spectators. AK also in the hands of Twist. That is a scary prospect for Cloud9. He is an absolute animal with the AK on the CT side. Allows you to be more aggressive, take tighter angles, and go for the one taps. He's now playing nades the door, blow it out, follows up the wall bang as well. Some follow-up damage, 8 Gs as well. And it's now just the pistols for Cloud9. No armor, no nades. 1 Deagle, 4 Glocks. So pretty much guaranteed round for Liquid. Want to try and keep all 5 players alive if possible. Show his AWP. Starting to get a little bit more comfortable now. It was disastrous in terms of the clutches going against him to kick things off here. At this stage though, it's not the worst idea just to play it super slow on the full ecos and if anything, just bleed out the utility, right? You can take all the grenades out of their hands, you can just make it a really slow round, bait out all the smokes, the incendiaries, and that costs significant cash. I don't think we really put enough stock in that. You can just slow it right down and talk about the next round, use it as a timeout, and try and bleed some cash out if possible.
Yeah, definitely is worth doing.
It's a bit boring to watch, but it's worth it.
It is a little bit, but sometimes, you know, we'll take it, especially if we can get a nice execute out of Cloud9, because I feel like right now they've been having a good couple of rounds where, let's say some of it has been down to the madness of just playing, you know, as a new team like this one. I think the trouble is that when Liquid managed to sort of, let's say, get a hold of the situation a little bit more, it's hard to have depth if you're Cloud9. Like, how do you... They probably don't have, like, plan B, C, you know, all that stuff. If this pace doesn't work out, and if Liquid start to get the now double AWP to try and stop any kind of crazy rushes, then, you know, do they have enough in the bank here, Cloud9, to make it work?
Team Liquid with Nitro and Stewie2K with the double AWP setup.
Yeah.
I don't want to be against that.
No.
I don't want to go anywhere near that. So, we didn't see them do this much at previous events. I'm really interested to see if this is where they want to head towards on their CT side. Stewie's such a fantastic AWPer if he's comfortable. And right now, looking towards that connector, he will have Cajun B on the other side, who has a spot of bother in these positions. Keeps up essentially a free kill though. That is not the kind of peek you want to take, but that one looks much more promising.
There's no one to back him up. He's like, there's nobody by the restrooms, and he can't really make it out this other way. I'm really confused, Henry. I can't understand why he's here alone. Did he get spotted? I'm not sure.
No!
Oh,
What? No. This can't happen. Oh god, they're shooting each other now, Anders. They haven't checked the key position. Surely they get it. No! Stewie2K actually survives. He's dropped the incendiary as well. That's going to force him out. He's going to have a kill available. He gets it as well from the grave. Takes Rush down, and Twist is in such a prime position to close the round out. What are we witnessing here? Unbelievable scenes.
I just cannot explain that.
How has he survived and got 3 kills? He was not worth maybe 1, and that's insane. He had no backup. You're absolutely correct. And now automating a golden in an absolutely impossible scenario here.
I think the highlight of how confused everybody was, though, the fact that somebody shot Vice in the face, like that was...
That blink as well, it's just like, wait, what? It's like, where did he go? And then the no-scope comes in. Oh, that's unbelievable. Oh, it's what it's all about. It's why we love Counter-Strike. Anything can and will happen. Automatic. It's almost a formality now. They have to go for this and see if they can walk in towards the A site. Good shots from Golden. Nitro is low there, but time is also low, and that's the end of the round. 5-5. Stewie2K with 3 unbelievable frags. The fact he got the 3rd from the grave as well, that's unreal.
I mean, what would you give Henry to be on the team speak at that point in time?
Was that by virtue of the dink that the
yes.
player died in the Molotov?
No, oh well, it could even have been that, couldn't it?
Except
but I think he actually hit the second shot, Stewie, as well through the.
So Rush went down.
Yeah, and I think he got tagged.
Right.
As well. I mean, this is outrageous. I just actually cannot believe that happened.
You hate to see it, but you also love to see it. It's one of those situations where you're just like, it's horrible to watch and witness, but also just quite beautiful in its own way, I think.
Yeah, there are whole subreddits, Henry, for that kind of pleasure. Well, my God.
It's the full eco pretty much for now. Rush has invested a little bit more in his teammates. He gets Kevlar and helmet. They've got around $2,000 per player right now. Lost bonus max after this. Automatic, a lovely shot. That will take care of Nitro to kick things off there, and we'll see if they can do anything more with this.
Stealing 1 AWP could be beneficial. Elige again with the flank, but this time so much quicker. He's really being quite an annoying player right now for Cloud9.
Hello.
Easy tap.
There it is. That should be it, but the automatic has got the AWP. Bear that in mind, but they've got no armor, so that will go down. According to the AWP now, Vice on the backtracks at least makes this a realistic scenario. Maybe not so much anymore. Bomb down in the open. Vice with the rifle. Nice shot, but there it is. Team Liquid on fire officially here at the Blast Pro Series. It's going to be 6-5 in their favor. Remember, Cloud9 had the great start. They managed to win the pistol, win the clutches, reset Liquid as well, and ever since Liquid got on their feet, especially that double AWP, it looked like they're the much better squad, and understandably so, but still, all to play for here. 6-5 on the CT side. Liquid would have liked this scoreline to be A lot more one-sided, to be honest, and here's the average damage per round. We've got CSGO dropping off. He's 2 and 10. Rush, not his usual self. But still, the other 3 players, Vice, Automatic, and Golden, staying very competitive indeed, all averaging around 90 ADR. It's great.
Yeah, they're doing a fine job at the moment. It'd be great if they could pick up a couple of more rounds here just to put up.
2 more. I think, to be fair, I think they have to win the half.
Yeah,
they start
probably.
having a conversation they're going to win this. It's a great game to spectate so far, but Liquid definitely look like the better team now.
I feel like the history of the double orb is, something that we could even have like a whole segment about on its own, right? Because there have actually been points in Global Offensive where it's been like you actually had to have it to not lose, it felt like.
My favorite era when G2 first formed and they were playing Inferno, the remake of it.
Yeah.
They had the Kenny Shoxy double orb on the CT side. It was unstoppable for a while.
And I mean, even before that with Titan, Callie and Callie and Kenny when they were playing, I mean, it seemed like you had to either have it or have some way of defeating it. Yeah. And it was such a menacing weapon to have for any team, and it seemed like almost all teams tried to structure a way to have it actually.
Well, it's funny that Liquid are presenting this because famously they're a team that doesn't necessarily use the orb too often.
Yeah.
They bring it out situationally with Nitro, and now it's doing the team. Why not? That's the kind of talent he's bringing to this squad as he gets the first kill of the round. It's going to be a very advantageous situation for Liquid to find themselves in now, and another default being ran here. You can see they found themselves in this position right by connector and bathrooms many times, and they've definitely got executions here, but in the last few rounds they haven't really been able to crack open the site and bring themselves a viable post-plant situation. It's been lots of scrappy entrances towards the sites.
I feel like as well, if you just list all of the great things you'd have to say about Liquid, and then you sort of take the average age of this team and add on top, you think, my God, like, so that means that they could even be improving on this for a couple of years still, and like they wouldn't even be anywhere near sort of the max of their careers, just in terms of what we know about Counter-Strike. So they're such a young team on top of everything else, which is I don't know, kind of frightening and also very exciting. If you're already enjoying watching them play, then that means you could probably do that for a long time now, following some of these careers. Now 17 seconds to execute onto the bomb side. I don't know about you, Henry, but that's making me very uncomfortable right now. I'm not a big fan of this 10 seconds as they try and make their way past. I think Cloud9 might have been just a little bit optimistic here. They're going to actually make it onto the site, and I don't know why there was not more of an opposition. I feel like with that little time left, all it would have taken was one guy to get the right kill, and the round is pretty much over.
I think they're playing more bigger picture stuff here with the retake and making sure they keep everyone alive. Still going to be a 5 versus 2 now as Nitro comes in. Cajun, B, and Golden. Remember, these are the players, the only two that haven't been performing as Cajun is left. It's going to be second frag of the round, brings his total up to 4, but still not enough. And you're right, you definitely could have justified denying the plant there, especially with, 8 seconds remaining. You should at least applied some pressure. But still, they win the round hands down. They allow a plant to come through, but they still win, and that's all they're really looking at this point.
Yeah, good job. Absolutely was. 7-5. Liquid really stepping it up here, and I'm not sure what the answer is for Cloud9. I feel like sometimes the problem is that when you start off in, I would say, kind of a crazy fashion where you're being a little bit quick and you're sort of maybe overwhelming the Liquid side a bit, it's hard, if you then slow it down afterwards, it's hard to start to be aggressive again because they've already shown that they can sort of handle that now. So, not sure what Cloud9 are going to be able to do at this point. In fact, they're being pushed back really far. That's a great Molotov.
Yeah, it's done a lot of damage there. And that's like, it doesn't seem like significant damage, but the fact you've got Automatic at 82 and Vice is 74, it means the M4s and the Orcs now have more one-tap potential on those two players. So it's significant in that sense. It actually helps out the team going forward. And Nitro's got the audacity just to hold the CZ in this spot. And we'll see if that works out for him. He's going to have a nasty surprise with 3 lead, but doesn't get the kill. Didn't do too much damage either. It's going to be Elise to start cracking things open there. Nitro finally gets dropped. Elise feeling very uncomfortable at this point. Lucky to be alive, I would say. And they're trying to punish it right now. Lots of damage and aggression being presented here, but Elise looks so calm. Smoke protects him, and Rush not looking his usual self. He's looking very quiet indeed. And it's a 4 versus 2 with Vice and Cajun up. Yeah, it's Rush 4 kills, Cajun 4 kills, and you just saw that. Rush, normally known for his great aim, hasn't really got warmed up just yet.
Just waiting a little bit, maybe. That'll be a nice addition for Cloud9 if he can start to really crack open some of these rounds.
He needs to, especially against Liquid as well. They're just useless now.
30 seconds as they start to make their way onto the A site. A little bit of a grenade, a smoke to block off the stairs. Flashbang to set it off. They're going to need to go right now. They need to get this bomb down pretty quickly, otherwise they're just going to get wrapped on more and more. Good grenade, actually. Vice walking right into that. Re-smoking the stairwell and going to go for the bomb plant. They will be successful in that. Not sure how close that shot was, but it sounded like it was too close. And Naf, easy kill there on Vice. And Cajun again alone. Not really the best position to be in. Spray, I mean, if he could have got that second kill, maybe there would have been a chance, but it's not going to happen. Instead, it's Liquid again with a round. 8 on the board.
Sign of things to come, perhaps. Liquid haven't really dropped much at all. That's now going to be 7 rounds in a row. They were 5-1 down, remember, Anders. They've brought this game right back, I have to say. Looking very confident. Should be a 10-5 from what we've seen so far. We'll see if Cloud9 have any other tricks up their sleeve. We saw the B execution on the pistol. We saw it a couple of times since then. Like I said in the previous game, if you feel like you're the underdog, is not necessarily fully prepared, your defaults aren't working out, set pieces for me. Run the default, very kind of defensive one at the start on the T side. Let's just go in a 5-man execution and try and get a bomb plant down here. That's what I want to see. Hopefully we get it this round in number 14 because they are running out of gas here on the T side. You can see they're holding up towards B. This looks like an execution to me at least, so that's some good news. 3 players waiting outside Monster. Could just go for the contact play, but Stewie takes care of the first, and this could be an absolute godlike play, but the flashbang, he got flashed by his teammate there.
Yes,
Flashed by
yes
his
he
team.
did.
He had it. He had the perfect play, and his teammate flashed him.
Yeah, somebody's gonna owe a drink later on, Henry. There's gonna be some sort of apology that has to be given out at that point in time.
Yeah, I think it was maybe Naf or maybe Elise, I'm not sure, but either way, teammate flashed him, and that was all she wrote for Twists. 1 minute remaining, and this is good from Cloud9, waiting for the reaction from the Liquid boys.
Yeah, they want to see if they could follow it up automatically. He was aware of it. He knew that was coming, actually, but Naf quicker on the trigger in is going to be able to take him down. 55 seconds in a 3-on-3. I think that might have been one of the bigger rounds here for Cloud9. If they can't win this one, especially given that gift that they were given, that's going to be a problem. Vice, he does a good job taking down Elige, and hello, Liquid. What do they do?
Well, they're going to play one player leaves one side, and that's why spots the first at the barrels right now. Steals that kill away with the final bullet there, but a good response. That shot had to hit for Nitro. Now he's in a lot of trouble. They know exactly where he is on the bomb sides. He takes the bomb down, goes to a 1 versus 1, and Vice has found 2 spectacular kills so far in this round. He's going to have to find 1 more, though, for absolute glory here. Bit of damage towards Nitro. 15 seconds remain, and he hits the all-important shot. What a round by Vice there, Anders.
Yeah, everything about that was great, wasn't it? He set up the flashbang as well, and I mean, even if he hadn't hit the shot, he would have probably had another chance afterwards. So that's a critical round for them to be winning 8-6, and you know, we're still not sure if it's really enough, but it's nice to see them be able to break that streak. How many rounds in a row was that for Liquid? Like 6 in a row or
more? That was
more?
7.
7, wow.
Yeah. So they've done a great job to get back into it. Unfortunately, not going to break the money down at all here because it is the final round, and it's actually Cloud9 that are feeling the burn a little bit more than Liquid. They enter this round with Mac 10 and Galil, and they just won the previous round. So not great as Nitro this time with the single AWP towards the party position. Twist is in a lot of trouble here. Quick kill.
What?
I don't know what's just happened there. There's been multiple frags towards middle, 3 in total, but a 4 versus 3 now as Rush tries to answer back, but Nitro absolutely excellent as he takes them down 1 by 1. A scrappy round at best here for Cloud9 as Vice with a Mac 10. Nothing left to do. He was the player that won the previous round. Why is he giving the Mac 10, Anders? He just won it. He's got a 3K with an AK-47. He had to sacrifice his rifle.
Maybe it's a kind of hazing ritual.
Yeah, it's like, nice one, bro. Now give me your rifle. You get this little Mac 10, I suppose. You can have that or a shotgun. What's it going to be?
It's like a sort of seniority going on. Union rules happening on Cloud9.
Sorry, bro. We don't make the rules. Well, you kind of just did it. I just won the round, and now I get a Mac 10. Either way, he's done for. This is just padding stats at this point, and it will be now Fly to close things out. 9-6. Remember, they were 5-1 down. So to bring it back to that scoreline, might not seem like a one-sided affair, but it's still impressive nonetheless. Liquid back on their feet.
Yes, I mean, I think this is kind of what you would expect. I think that one round where they wanted to be bomb side, Elige got a double or a triple with the AWP from the sniper spot. I think that was the turning point, right? That was what Liquid needed to turn it around, and it even felt like they sort of knew it. They're like, yeah, that's it. Now we've got the money. Now we've got a bit of confidence back. So strong-looking team at the moment, and Cloud9. I mean, I actually think if you're a new squad like this, playing that CT side is actually harder. I actually think it's easier to improvise a bit on the T side.
You can stay together as a 5-man squad. You all know the smokes. You can kind of make it work out. They have practiced this map. It's one of the few they have. I'll say that much, but they're not just coming with nothing. But still, yeah, they're not. They've got 3-4 days under their belt. It's not going to be fully regimented. They haven't just focused on overpass only, you know.
No.
So they'll have the very basics. But yes, I actually agree with you. I think the CT side, although it's a CT-sided map, will be more difficult in terms of the rotations and understanding and getting information. But at this point, I spoke to Automatic before the game. He said, you know what, I'm just going to have to try and make plays. I think he knows it's down to the individuals here. They have to step up individually, especially his AWP. We need to see Automatic show us what he's capable of on the CT side. It's all about the AWP on overpass. CT side, it really dictates the pace of the play. He can go for first picks, a monster, short, connector, middle, long. AWP can go everywhere on this map, and it's a very viable approach to be aggressive and try and get those opening kills to shut down the defaults. Automatic needs to get AWP early. They need to win this pistol, tie things up, bring the AWP out, and they still have a chance.
Well, we'll find out in a couple of minutes here how that's going to unfold. I absolutely agree. I mean, Automatic's AWP is just, it's something to really behold. He's kind of a unique player, I feel like. There just aren't many like him, especially in terms of his versatility is one thing, but just the way that he's able to keep cool in almost all circumstances. I think it's kind of a little bit crazy to watch at times, you know.
Do you feel like this Cloud9 roster, in its current formation, does it excite you at all for the future? Do you feel like they're just getting a roster together for the tournaments just so they have attendance? To me, this roster, there's some very good players in there, but it seems like there's going to be so much theory required to stay at a certain level that is expected from a Cloud9 organization. I'm not sure this is the roster that's going to do it. That's my personal opinion. What do you think about it? What are your initial expectations, perhaps?
Yeah, if I was if this was the foundation of you know, the house that I was building, Henry, I wouldn't feel very confident, you know.
Yeah, it's been a rough one for Cloud9. Like, this been a bit of a revolving door.
Yeah,
I say, right. It just seems like every month they have to replace things and just make it work.
I generally think, I think this is true in all areas of life, but I think you have to have a story about what it is we're doing, you know. So like, I think sometimes that is the power of, like, you know, reforming a team or even breaking up a whole team and making a new one, is that you can retell that story, you know. Say that, you know, this is what we want to do. We're gonna build our way forward slowly. And I mean, the common story that everyone loves doing is to say, let's try and get the best players, and then we will, you know, win all of the big tournaments. And I actually hate that story. I think that's one of the worst approaches. But let's say the story that they were telling themselves is instead, listen, nobody expects anything from us. What we're going to do is we're going to slowly build this, like, one brick at a time.
Yep.
And in, you know, 6 months, 8 months, you know, in a year from now, will emerge as having been really good, and no one will have seen it coming. But because we did it slowly and over time, we also can't just get completely, you know, wrecked in you know, 1 or 2 losses. We can just keep going. So I would have very much respected if that was the approach. And I just don't know what the story is for Cloud9. I wish I did, and maybe we could hear from them a little bit later on in the tournament. Maybe we could find out exactly how they want to sort of work around this. Definitely, I think that is important. Oh, they've been spotted. Yeah, Nitro saw that. You see him on the mic already calling it out, saying there is a little bit of trouble happening over at the playground.
There absolutely is. Automatic has full control.
Stewie again, not with the AWP this time, and he's going to get caught. Golden spots him out.
I can't believe he actually won that shot. He gets the second as well. He's been absent for a while, but he's turning up now. Golden absolutely lights it up in the second half pistol here. Cajun B misses out on the one shot there. Goes down to just 1 HP. Lucky to be alive. Nitro, this could get awkward. He manages to actually hit the shot in the end. It goes down. We're 3 versus 3. Liquid the bomb plaza now on the B bomb site. They have a huge advantage here considering the HP. That's why Golden's going at it, but Golden will be dropped. Rush doing his best, but it looks like it's all in vain at this stage. Cajun B, 1 HP, and it's double digits for Liquid. It's going to be 10-6 in their favor. Nafly with 3 kills in the round. The B play works out very well for them, even off the back of Golden's 2 fantastic headshots there.
Those were very good shots. I think especially the second one. This is
wild.
Yeah, and this is so hard to do. And actually, if you don't get this kill on a leash, you could get stuck there forever, right? Like, yep. And I think that would hold 2 people, I think, from that position.
He could just keep jiggle peeking you and just tagging you slowly, wall banging you, even though there's a few points of damage. It's just annoying to play against, but he nails it. Felico from Cloud9, they'll buy up next round. We saw Liquid with the second round force. Didn't actually work out for them, even though they had a 4-on-2 advantage. And a bathroom stack here. We're seeing a lot of teams go for these stacks, just choosing a certain position, going for it, and seeing they get a few kills, maybe a rifle, potentially win the round.
Yeah. Taking all your friends to the restroom, Henry. Does that happen in the UK?
Sometimes, yeah. Like, you're having a boring night out, go hang out in the public bathrooms. Could be something a little bit more interesting, perhaps. Maybe not so much in the HE grenades get into play as Stewie2K starts to mow them down here, going for the ace, but we're denied once again.
Hold up, he was flashed surely for the last kill, wasn't he?
Possibly.
I think he just pre-fired the last one.
Well, he doesn't get it either way. So, he gets 15 kills, lots of money, and this is the round I think decides the game for me. If Liquid get this one in the 12-6 with this sort of buy, I don't see any sort of recovery from Cloud9. They get themselves a FAMAS 2 M4s, 2 AUGs. Remember that AUG has been increased in price slightly now, so you won't actually see it so often. This is a perfect demonstration how that slight price increase actually removes it from its viable status it had before. You want to have a smoke over the AUG. You'd rather have an M4 and a bit of utility than nothing at all. So
yes. Yeah, that seems like a nice spot for it, doesn't it?
I think $100 more would have done it. I think it's 3,300 right now.
Yeah.
I think 34 would have been the sweet spot for me. But yeah, it's fine. It's enough to make sure we don't see it every single round and the M4 still brought down.
Yeah, that's nice to have a little bit of variety, or at least force the teams to make some choices in some of these areas. Kind of sort of a very detailed part of the game, isn't it? You know, making those choices.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's great. Great to talk about and kind of theorize what the approach the teams will make. Either way, this is Liquid, remember, with Galils and SMGs. They don't have a single AK here. It was essentially the first gun round. So you'd like to see a set piece in these sort of rounds especially. You want to see all 5 players going together and utilizing the smoke, getting as close as they possibly can.
It's also, I mean, there's just under a minute now, and there's only, what, 2 smokes and 2 flashbangs left on Cloud9. So when it comes time to defend or even try and retake, this is going to be really tricky.
We'll see what they can do. 5 players for Liquid in position. They have 2 in the bathrooms, 2 towards long. Naflight is throwing some flashes towards B as well to keep Rush and Cage and B entertained. This is the execution we are looking for. Will it work out? 3 players on the A side. Cloud9 at least aware of the prospect, but can they hold them off? They have a couple of flashes and 1 smoke remaining.
Yeah, and the smoke is on the bomb site, so Vice has got 1 flashbang to try and hold back just everything that's coming their way. I don't know how this is going to work out. Automatic will get 1 kill. That's really going to help out. 18 seconds. They boost it to try and look over. That's very creative. They're not going to get a kill from it, but still, I love the idea. Twist is going to take down Golden Nitro with the follow-up. Vice, he was trying his best then, but they do fall on the bomb site, and yeah, I don't think they could do this. I mean, better to save the guns, surely.
It's one of those really annoying situations. You've read it well. You know exactly what's coming towards you, but as I pointed out a couple of times, no utility. You've got 1 flash. That's just not enough against a hard-hitting team like Liquid. Even if they got Galils and Mac-10s, they've done such a great job to get that positional control at the start of the round. The default, that's perfect. The fact you get 2 players towards long, 2 in middle, you've got the CTs isolated on the bomb site. You've got 5 players in position, full execution, and they've got 1 flash to hold you off. And Stewie 2K, even with the Mac-10, taking more players down with him. Cajun B, all he can do is try and save his M4 at this point. And will he do it? It looks like he absolutely will. So there's something in that regard. But now Team Liquid have got 3 rifles essentially for free. They no longer have the Galils, they have AUGs and an M4. So they are in a fantastic spot. Cloud9, anything but, as they average $3,000. They did save an M4, but I don't think they can justify much more than Deagles and armor. This is not a buy for them.
Henry, you are legendary for your optimistic view of life. So
that's true.
If you had to bring that,
I'm known for.
If you had to bring that to Cloud9 right now, if you had to sort of, you know, use that to boost their morale a little bit, what would you say to them? What would be the key message here?
I would say at this stage, you know what, boys? There's always the shoot. You know, there's always the aim. No, I feel like this game, it's pretty much, it feels like it's done. Like Cloud9 did a great job to get the initial lead. Remember they were 5-1 up. No one expected them to do a massive kind of sitting here. They felt like it was always going to be a struggle, and overall it looks like expectations have been met. Liquid will find their 13th round. Cloud9 haven't posted 1. I think they posted 1 in the last 10 rounds, so that's not really ideal. This will be 13-6. Just the BD50s here. A couple of flashbangs, Vice of the Deagle. Money will start to look a lot healthier after this one. They'll have maximum loss bonus leaks. That's going to be $3,400 per player. I think the orbs will come out next round. All you can really do is take it on a round-by-round basis at this stage. 9 trying to fend off the B attack, but no one's actually there. So that's it. Round's done. So you want to hype this round up? Do you want to go for it?
3 versus 5.
Here we go. He's going to go for it.
I feel like we could definitely do that, Henry. Just
go on, make this moment memorable.
Stewie, right here, holding it against everybody, right on the stairwell. They're going to get the one. Now it's all open, Henry. They could do this. They picked it up and Rush. He's going to go down automatic. He's so close. They almost had it.
Just needed to scream Freiburg at the end of that one. And that was it. I was in the mood. I was so ready. That would have been great. But
it's been, just now that you mention it, it's been too long since I've been casting any Freiburg games at all.
Heroic actually looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
You know, they could come back. We saw them in London at the start of the year. In London. And they actually look pretty good, you know, so I'm sure you'll see more of them. So shout out to Adam, good friend of mine.
Yeah, I've got a date with Freiburg in Copenhagen when we get back from...
That's like the hottest thing I've ever heard in my life. Anders and Freiburg on a date. When's it happening? Is it live streamed?
It's wonderful. We could do that. I won't rule that out.
I would love that. I think that's great content. I'd pay for it.
That would probably be the key part of it.
As long as you tick the 18+ button on Twitch first before you go live, I think you're fine. That'd be great.
We could, it could be sort of a, you know, sort of pay for our dinner, pay to see where we go kind of thing, you know?
That's a great idea. I'm actually invested in this. Either way, Cloud9, there's the AWP automatic. We said he had to be the player that's going to have to be leading the charge if they're going to make any sort of comeback here. If they didn't win the pistol, I wasn't that hopeful for their chances going forward, and that's exactly what's happened. They didn't win, and the 13-6 down at this point can't really afford any mistakes. We're holding up the 1 minute mark. Another default from Liquids here. Not super aggressive this time, just trying to bait out the utility once again, get a bit of a read on the situation. 2 players in towards B, 2 at A as they rotate the bomb. Towards the B side of the map. Nitro is on his back there. Still a Galil for him. He's got $8,000. Definitely could justify an upgrade, but why not? Keep the money strong.
We finally got that automatic AWP after all this time, so, I mean, we said that would probably be one of the key pieces in them trying to defend on the CT side, and I think now is maybe the one chance to actually prove us right and maybe see if they could set up some sort of nice defense for it. Down to 26 seconds as they try and set up outside of the B-bomb side. Only 2 people defending and one of them the ramp. If one of them dies in this defense here, then everything crumbles. Rush gonna get a good job early on, getting a couple of kills, and that leaves Cajun in the corner. They try and jump their way through. Nice little trick from Naf to try and displace himself through that tunnel, but it's just not enough. Cajun with a very good defense there, and I mean, Rush as well. That worked out better than I had envisioned, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. You could see they held on to the utility right to the final few moments of the round, and that's the most difficult thing to do on the CT side of Overpass, is not being baited out, not being tricked into dropping your smoke. They managed to have one in towards Monster, which saved Cajun B there. The fact he had the smoke down, 8 seconds on the clock, he knows they've got to push through. 2 great kills from him, and could still be enough. Like, it's not over till they reach 16 at the top. They're on the CT side now. That was must win. It comes through, but now they're up against a really strong buy from Liquid here. The AWP's out, but not for long. It's going to be Twisted, drops. And the start's going to be golden now with the AUG. I think it was a boost at the very start. We'll see if they can continue their rampage towards the mid-area. Dropping the smokes and trying to get the hell out of that. 5 versus 4, and Elige to respond.
Yeah, and surely falling back when you've got this kind of a lead is the right thing to do for Cloud9.
Absolutely. So yeah, especially when things aren't going too well for you, you get a nice opening pick like that, that's enough. You just want to fall back into your default setup to this point and make Team Liquid do the heavy lifting.
This setup, though, I've just never liked it.
Is he alone? So Automatic's kind of baiting Golden in. So that's the play at least. Automatic has the AWP at the back. So he's going to take the first shot, and that's when Golden will swing. Will it work out, though? With the smoke down, maybe not. Oh, hits 2 there. Naf down to 17.
Yeah, that's a pretty good job. And then close range, Golden there to pick it up, and that works out beautifully. I take it all back, Henry.
Yeah, you better.
Just job well done.
You hate the setup, but they keep it completely clean. Didn't drop a single player. That's like idyllic. They couldn't get much better than that. The fact that Nitro nails the first shot and hits the second as well, this sets Golden up so well at that stage. And there's going to be 2 rounds in a row. Still haven't broken the money down yet. Cloud9 really struggling the finances because Liquid haven't really had to eco since the early sectors of the game, but that's a lovely setup there. Automatic, great stuff with the AWP. Golden with 3 kills in the round, and KGB starting to get fired up as well. Round 22, and they go much deeper. Team Liquid still looking very comfortable. As they go towards Playground. Automatic fires up a shot, but he is flashed and has to fall back.
I want to see Cajun getting, you know, really aggressive into the game. I think that's what we need. Again, sort of a little bit of passion for it. He's been playing for a really long time, so just to see him be excited.
I don't think this is the team for him. I'll be honest. I
don't.
I feel like it's going to be too much work required of players he's not familiar with, and a language he hasn't spoken before in a pro team. You know, it's just a lot of variables going wrong. Like, and he's one of the players, one of the older players as well. And to just try calling in English now for the first time, like it seems like it's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, but I think that's where, I mean, this is going to sound strange. I still think that's about the story that he's telling himself, right?
Yeah.
It could tell the right story, Henry. He's come to the land of the free, you know?
Absolutely. I love it here too.
It's the American dream. So
I guess you're right. I'm not saying it's impossible. I just feel like if you ask me right now, do I think this is going to work out? Not in my opinion, but I'd love to be proven wrong. I think they're all great squad. It could work out.
Well, we'll find out for sure. I mean, we'll certainly keep a close eye on them right now. They just need to make this the rest of this game work out. They've done a pretty good job at holding the last round, and this time it's looking good. That Molotov is well timed, 30 seconds, just as Cloud9 want to try and see if they could defend this. Whoa, Golden rushing through, and could have almost had the double kill. Automatic back here with the AWP. Again, only 20 seconds left for Liquid to try and make their way onto the site, and that's just not a lot of time right now. He sees that coming, so well played, pushes up, gets the leg shot. That would have been a kill. I think the round would have been over instantly. Now there's still a chance for Elysia and Naf. Do not underestimate them.
Absolutely not. They have a smoke available on the CT side, and that's a bit of a problem. That goes straight on top of the bomb, and now you can just wait for the reactions. Ali knows he has to act fast here. Great first shot, trying to deny the defuse now, but they're not actually on it right now, so he has to reload. Rush waiting for him, and that's going to be a guaranteed frag. There it is. Cloud9 keep their head above water as they fend off Liquid. Now it's going to be Cajun and Rush to actually recover the AKs, the AWPs, and Cloud9, that should be an eco now. Bomb planted, averaging around $3,800 per player, a little bit less on Elysia's $3,200. They don't have to buy here, Anders. I would say take the partial here on the T side. You don't want to throw this game away. You've come so close. Now Cloud9 looking pretty decent. Again, they should be on for double digits here. I don't want to see an investment, and indeed it will be Tech9 for Nitro, a few CZs, and a Deagle there. You don't see the Tech9 enough these days. It's kind of been removed from all gameplay completely.
Yeah, you never thought you'd get to a spot where you would say you sort of miss it, you know?
If I told 2015 Anders we're not going to see the Tech9 ever again, he wouldn't believe you.
No, it would be, I mean, it would be too strange. Yeah, it would be exciting as well. You'd be like, yes, thank God, you know.
It was hell at one point, wasn't there? What was worse for you, the CZ AWP combo or the Tech9? Like, what do you feel like was more devastating?
I feel like the Tech9 because of the stupid running and shooting.
Like, this casting, like, matches on Cash, especially to seeing the Tech9 run out of A main, kill 3 people, was ridiculous. And we have got some lovely viewers from the A stream here, Anders. So a warm welcome to you guys. You've joined us at a fantastic moment. You're just in time for a bit of a Cloud9 comeback here. Remember, they've only been a team for a few days, and now, after being 5-1 up, they find themselves on a bit of a comeback here at 13-9. But this is their round. Absolutely. Nitro can do nothing about this. The flashbang's deployed, and there it is. Double digits for Cloud9. We're going 13-10. And that was an eco from Liquid, remember, so they have enough to buy into this round. But this is where it gets a little bit troublesome for them, because they're on the T side, Cloud9 getting more and more comfortable.
I think I about reached my limit, Henry, when that one tournament happened where Olaf Meister had more kills with the Tech9 than the AK-47.
Yeah, that was a dark period of CS, wasn't it? We've had some absolute blunders throughout the years, but that might have been there. The Tech9, you're probably right.
I sort of knew at that point that this is
things got out of hand.
Reasonable.
Well, we did have the org craziness at the start of this year where every single team will have 5 orgs out. We're seeing less of that now, so we're kind of not in there's nothing that really stands out that's a massive problem right now. I think the game's in a pretty promising position. We're still
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird to say there's nothing completely strange going on.
So it seems to have hit a fine balance. Maybe that means it's time to try and make, you know, the Negev and all the rest of them viable again.
They have tried that. What are you talking about? They've done like 4 patches to the Negev. They've really tried to make that a thing.
Well, listen, one day.
You want it stronger? I reckon, you know, the M249, I feel like that's the weapon people are going to just try it out and realize, wow, this is actually really sick. Why don't we give this a go?
Give it a, I mean, what if you took those 2 weapons as the only ones and, like, up the penetration values, you could shoot through more walls with them and just...
Yeah, oh, that's not going for Golden. Just to know, he just incendiaried himself and had to extinguish it, but he does give himself a little bit of a one-way, so not all is lost.
He improvised the best that he could.
I don't think that was by design, at least. It would have been no absolute...
He's alone again.
Yeah.
And they don't have almost any grenades on the Cloud9 side. This is starting to worry me a little bit. He's made his way out, and Stewie's sort of taking up his position. A grenade landing right there at the toxic barrels. Great off position from Vice. They just didn't see it coming. And Cajun, great tapping away, taking down Elish, and he just has to stay hidden here. This is a 2-on-5, and they've got to win this without much trouble at all. Cloud9 really, I think, surprising me a little bit here.
They're looking much better on their CD side. They do play this map. It's one of the few they've practiced. Nitro 4 versus 1. No grenades, and already much else as he will be taken down as well. Automatically taking matters into his own hands. It's Vice that's looking decent with Cajun B on that B bomb side though. Great aim from him. Manages to get 2 kills, deny the plant and any sort of presence on the bomb site. Automatic rotates in and closes out the round. 13-11, and even with the maximum loss bonus, Anders, Team Liquid can't buy into this round. We're going to go the full distance now. Remember, they were 5-1 up on the Cloud9 side. We thought, okay, well, I guess they just had a great start. They won a few clutches. Should be Liquid closing this one out now. And maybe spoke too soon because Cloud9 have managed to string together 5 rounds in a row. Another eco up against them here. It's the Deagles, the Tech9s, the CZs. Automatic with the incendiary at the start, but 4 players towards middle looking for their opportunity to pounce.
Let's see how this all plays out. Automatic. Could have easily been a shot, but he didn't really risk much, and he's going to fall back pretty quickly. I think he might have even seen that they just had some pistols in their hands, and just getting that confirmation usually means you're going to be playing maybe a little bit more safely. Don't want to get rushed down, especially when you got that AWP. He is right at that limit. I mean, he's got some backup here, but I'm still a little bit scared, and if he'd stuck around, maybe he could have got that shot. Instead, now back into the bomb side as they try and make their way closer. Automatic, he's really getting the maximum amount out of those positions, trying to see if he could sort of get a kill every single angle, and the advice there to hold the line. So that should be no problem at all here. Elysian Nitro, 2 versus 4, and just looking for a headshot if they can. Yeah, not gonna happen. Automatic, that's a good round.
Really is, and now they're the ones on fire, as you can see. 13-12, Cloud9 actually looking like they might be able to do this. Is Automatic leading the charge. What we wanted to see. He's got 22 kills, 17 deaths. Golden as well. A player I think is underrated completely. People don't talk about how skilled he actually is and the way he's already come into his own. He's in-game leading. He's there with 20 kills as well. Really fantastic stuff to see him getting right up there. His debut, he's back from injury.
Yeah, there was that whole trade going on, wasn't there? What was it like? Between Fnatic and Nip initially, and
that's right, yeah,
stuff like that, and then he ended up going here. And I mean, I even said sort of publicly, I think I said I thought that was a mistake for Fnatic originally to give him up, because there just aren't that many in-game leaders in Sweden at all.
Remember, he came from the Fnatic Academy team as well, Golden. That's something that's also forgot about. Like 2 years ago, he was playing amateur CS, and now here he is playing in North America and got the second best team in the world on the ropes, or third, I think, at this point. Either way, Elige. Fast approach towards short. We held off by the flames for now, trying to make his way through. But he's met by 2 HE grenades, down to 45 HP. That's going to send him packing. He can't really justify anything else, but Cajun B thought he could. He pushes off short and he's taken down. That was not required. They try to flash him in. Doesn't work out. Gifted to Twists.
I actually love that play from Elige. I mean, he doesn't actually get anything out of it this time, but that was very cool to see. Easily, sort of a pressure situation like this one, you could catch a player off guard by being there that early and just not even checking any corners or anything like that. But yeah, I think it was a loss for Fnatic initially to do it. I think it's a loss for Nip later on, and now I think it's a loss for all of Sweden to have Golden playing on Cloud9. I really do think that.
I agree. Wow, what a shot. Automatic, close range, and they pull this round right back. It was a 5 versus 4 against them, and now they have the 4-on-3 advantage. Golden, he'll take one down, and it's Rush that gets dropped. The same position as well. He tried to push off short. Hasn't worked out from an Automatic, doing such good work on that CT side. However, the bomb all the way in T-spawn. Twist has got to get his skates on here. They've got 30 seconds remaining, and he has to go all the way back now to collect it. Oh, he fumbles the jump as well. This is going to be really tight. And that pretty much confirms the round. Not even worth going for it, really. He's got a couple of flashes, a Molotov. He has to make his way all the way back towards B, get a kill, and the plant as well. This has not gone well for them. He has to just knife out and go for it at this stage, making a lot of noise, and he knows it. But actually, there's not a ton of presence on the B side, just the AWP. So, gifted an opportunity at least. 5 seconds remaining. Vice is going to try and run him down. That could cost him his life. Suddenly, there's a chance to Twist now. Still at 64 HP. Good flashbangs as well. Looking towards the upper area. Both of them there. Automatic's low, and Twist gets beneath the heaven position. This could actually be a fantastic play. The low HP player can't hit the shot, but Golden certainly does. There was a chance there, but Cloud9 tie things up at 13-13 and recover from the 5-on-4 situation.
I can't even wrap my head around how he got into that position.
Yeah, like, it looked like he was done.
Like, he could have, yeah, he should have, like, that should have been not even close, right? And he could have probably won that. So
the fact that Automatic was on 7 HP and he had a chance to take him down, absolutely. That would have been catastrophic to give up as well. But Automatic looking so sharp right now. That's the second kill towards short from the CT push. But Automatic pushes them back towards B. Time was low. Twist got the bomb plant down, which yields another buy at least as they bring out the AK-47s. But 13-13, I didn't think there was a world would be here. Unbelievable.
Yeah, remember as well, these games could be tied, so...
That's true, I forgot about that.
No overtime.
That is a very good point. This round robin format, that would be catastrophic for Liquid if they got a draw here. And what should be the only match you'd maybe consider a bit of a lock-in, like Cloud9, considering the context of their team. They've been practicing for 3 days, brand new roster, haven't had time to work on all the maps. You would think a draw here, it just wasn't. They've just been phased 16-5. No way would you think they'd draw to Cloud9.
No, that doesn't sound like a very likely story at all, does it?
Yeah.
And I mean, that could be the difference at the end between sort of not making top 2. Definitely can.
Yeah, I agree. This is huge. We're going to go the full distance here as well. Significant damage at the start of the round. Twist and Naf have to run through the flames. Twist down to 68, Naf at 81. Again, making those M4s and the Orgs a lot more powerful in those two players. And in terms of the current setup, bomb down in T spawn. No real map control coming in here. T's have connected, that's about it, but Automatic's still looking very good, but the flashbang is perfect. I'll have to drop the smoke down and focus towards the bathrooms.
Yeah, he didn't want to stick around for it. He's just taken a position on the other side of the wall instead, and Golden is right there with him, so they have a pretty good situation going on. And this aggressive push, after you've been sort of, you know, pushed back a little bit, just to try and go and take that look. It would have been amazing if you could have got that opening kill there on one of the Liquid players, but they give it up. They feel like they've been hanging out too long. That might just also be because they don't have any long control after a while, so they sort of don't want to do it forever. But now the whole Liquid team started to gravitate back towards the B bomb site. There are 3 people here, and Cajun, oh, that's a good job. I think that's Rush with a little bit of an assist as well. Naf goes and gets the kill, and now they're trying to push in for the Monster Tunnel, and he's leading the charge. He's going to get the spray down on one, but Vice is there for a great double return, and this defense looking so good right now. 20 seconds, and somehow Cloud9 are looking like they're about to be in the lead in this game.
It absolutely does. Cajun B might be able to deny the plant there, but Stewie just about gets it down through the smoke. He gets the second, and Cloud9 do take the lead at this stage on the CT side. How is this happening? Liquid, we just thought, okay, they've lost the pistol. They're sure, they're 5-1 down, but then they look sensational. It looked like there's no way they're going to drop this. But they're what, like 13-8 up, but like, well, let's just wait for this one to close out. Blink and you miss it. Cloud9 take the lead on the CT side, and now 14-13. Bomb was planted. There's another buy there for Liquid, but now they really have to dig deep. What's happened here? How can they make their T side work? You can see Vice wasn't even flashed there, Anders. He was able to get 2 frags before there's any sort of response, and that's Liquid starting to crumble somewhat. We'll see whether the 5 AKs is enough to tie things up. Are Cloud9 really going to find match point first?
This is an incredible development over the second half here. It was looking so solid for Liquid. They did not look stressed at all in that first half.
It was looking so comfortable. 13-8. After winning the pistol in the second half, that's going to be it. Twist misses out on the shot for the boost kill. That's a B approach here. Liquid have got all 5 players here. And I guess out of desperation, this will be the full execution. We're going to see smokes, Molotovs all over the bomb site here. Flashbang to follow up, and Nafly cracks open the side. That's Rush going down in the barrels, and that's their cue to move. Stewie with a great shot there, but Vice has been a thorn in their side. He's looking for a second kill of the round, maybe even a third, but overwhelmed in the end. He leaves it in a realistic situation for Golden and Automatic to bring this one back. Automatic with the AWP. No real vision with the smokes down here, but every chance to win this with the AK-47 of Golden, but he is removed, and it looks like Liquid have done it with a 3 versus 1. Automatic surely can't find anything with this.
I don't think unless they give it to him, and if they go and fight him too much, great follow-up shot. That's kind of dangerous to do again. Unless they go and fight him, I don't think it's possible for him to find all 3 and defuse the bomb, so he's been given a little bit of a chance here. He's going to try and Molotov. Oh, God. He's going to go inside of the smoke. He's got the kick. No, he can't actually find the bomb. That's a bit of an unintended consequence.
He found the second smoke there after smoking short. He got the smoke on top of the bomb, and then the incendiary past that smoke as well. If he'd have found the bomb and full diffuser there was a chance. There was a world he won that. But wasn't meant to be. Liquid will tie things up. And who will find match point first? I did not think this would be a 30-round game. Remember, can't see overtime. It could be a draw, and it'll be a lot of pressure release for whoever finds map point first. So we'll see what happens. As both teams are fully equipped here, a perfect way to close this one out. Orbs, rifles, all the utility, a real test at the finish line here. Cajun B's ADR, by the way, he was down at what, like 20, I think. It's slowly creeping back up. So he's done a great job in the second half just to stay strong on that B bomb side with Vice.
I agree. He definitely has. This is very interesting. Certainly be Some egg on our face, Henry, if Cloud9 end up winning this one, wouldn't they?
We might have to retire.
Can you give us like a good tabloid headline, you know?
Henry G and Anders get it wrong again. And embarrassed.
Again and again.
Will retire from casting and indeed esports. It's a bit of a mouthy headline.
This is a long one.
It's a long one, but I feel like you have to get all the information in there. So
one more clickbait, you know. Like you won't believe what happened next.
Click here for more. Get past the ad wall. See what you can do.
Exactly.
Elige is tagged at the very start of the round, down to 28 HP, and with 5 players again towards B. It worked before. If it's not broken, don't fix it, I suppose. Let's get in there. And HE looking pretty decent. No damage done, though, however. All 5 players committed Anders, and the rules of CS dictate you have to go for this towards B. You cannot fall back and go back at A of this one. You have no idea. The flank's coming in, pretty fully committed. Who's going to hit the first kill? I have no idea. It's Cajun B working with Rush. This looks so good for Cloud9, but the flashbang is everything. And it's back and forth we go until Twist arising. It's 3 kills. And now a 3 versus 2 ensues. Automatic the AWP. Going to lose his vision now with the smoke towards heaven, but he does throw an incendiary on the bomb site to buy a little bit of time there.
What a miraculous play from Twist. That is out of control. Stewie going to be taking down Golden and Automatic. How does he get back into this one? Again, he's going to have to fight it 1 versus 3. Didn't do it last time. A little bit of a, wow, grenade on top and the shot right through. Twist with a quad kill. My God. If we get a replay of what he just did, this is so mental. He's pushed through the monster tunnel, but actually, I think Cajun, just as he dies, puts down a grenade.
Yeah.
That means if Twist doesn't get all those kills, the rest of the push in monster is done. no one can follow through because there's a Molotov down.
Yeah.
So just all on Twist to open it up, and he just does it. All the kills.
It's the player you would expect on Team Liquid to step up. In my opinion, one of the absolute most skilled players in this region, sat on 26 kills, 17 deaths. Just when his team needed him to really deliver, he gets 4 kills and finds a match point first. Pressure on for Cloud9. Luckily, they do have decent resources here. It's the AWP Automatic that comes out, and they're looking to draw at this point. They're going to try and tie things up. And remember, that's just 1 point going on the leaderboard. That's more detrimental for Liquid than it is Cloud9. Cloud9 probably know they're not making it to the grand final. Liquid are almost certain for it. If they continue the way they're playing, like we saw earlier against FaZe, this would be disastrous for them to have a draw at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's very likely, isn't it, that Liquid are going to be in sharp competition with Astralis and Na'Vi, probably?
Yes, indeed. And that's going to be, this would be the difference maker, I would say. If the way Na'Vi were looking when we cast them earlier, who knows? This is very important. This round might decide the fates of Liquid going forward in this tournament.
I absolutely agree. So much on the line, and it's great, and maybe that's partially due to the new money system as well, that everybody has rifles, so this last round is really competitive.
You don't get reset as harshly as you would before. You go down a loss bonus. So you're a maximum of 3,400. If you lose a round, you're just taking that to 2,900 instead of absolute nothing. So it is more forgiving, and it gives us better games to watch. I'm
impressed you know the math already, Henry.
I've spent about 2 days having to learn this system, and I feel like I understand it all fully now.
Hired a you know, sort of a math student from the university.
Well, the thing is, I've based my whole career on the finance of this game. It's like I feel like I know it better than most, and now they reset the whole thing. Before I really have to keep that part of my game strong.
That might be grounds for a lawsuit.
Indeed, that's what I'm thinking.
That is a great kill to start off with. Automatic taking down Elige. It's looking wonderful right now for Cloud9. I would call a draw. Even that I would call an upset, and a shocking result here in this game. 4 versus 5, and Rush, look at this cheeky position that he's in.
It's such a nightmare to play against that spot. It camouflages the CTs, and when you have an advantage like this, not really much can be done. The draw is looking very likely indeed. 5 versus 3. Liquid have it all to play for now. They have to try and commit towards Monster, and Rush is in a prime position. He's guaranteed at least 1 kill here. Trust me, he's at least getting that. Can he find a few more? Nafalonta back! He has to dig so deep now, and that's a good start. 2 kills for him. Vice holds towards shore with 15 seconds remaining.
Surely there's no way. 15 seconds, 2 versus 3. They need to get up on the side. Nitro spotting it out. He's going to get the kill. Coming out around the corner now. Golden, no smoke. He can't see anything. Naf with 1 more headshot. And Golden now down in the water. How has this happened? Golden, he's got the health, but the 2 right on the other side. He's going to look for it now. He's low as well. And they're just going to hide. Surely they don't peek him. They should be able to win this. Oh my God. Liquid somehow turned it in their favor. Nitro and Naf. They are heroes for this 1 round.
You couldn't write it if you tried. It looked like it was done. We were all saying there's no chance. The draw is there. It's locked in, and somehow they do it. That's why they're considered a world-class team, and it's unbelievable towards the end. Nitro had to do so much work there. It was beautiful to watch and must be gut-wrenching for Cloud9 fans as they are denied the draw. They get 0 points from that, and Liquid continue their perfect run in this tournament so far.
That could be the
I'm out of my
clutch
chair, Anders.
Yeah, I mean, that for good reason. Unbelievable. We're going to go to a break and we'll be back soon. What a game that was.